Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. My name is Nima. It's been a while again. I've been sick for a long time, different reasons, and you may heard on the news it was a very long and hard winter here in Norway. At some point we just got stuck in our homes because it was too much snow, we couldn't even open the door. I'm still a little bit ill, but I said to myself, you know what? Life still goes on. I need to make some videos for you on YouTube. And during this difficult time for me, lots of you watched my videos, liked my videos, and subscribed to the channel. Uh, we are almost 300 subscribers for this channel. You may think it's not much, but I appreciate it and it make my heart feels warmer during this cold winter. The theme and the idea I had in my mind for making this video was to tell you about the difference between my two electric guitars. One of them is Fender Stratocaster and the other one is Gibson Les Paul Tribute. But then I decided only to tell you why I choose or I prefer one of them to play mostly in my home studio and the other one on live performance. So let's begin with Gibson Les Paul Tribute. So the story is that this Gibson Les Paul Tribute is not as heavy as it used to be as a Gibson Les Paul guitar. They made a few holes inside the solid body, some chambers, and in my opinion, it's not solid body anymore. It's a little bit more acoustic, and that made a lot of suspension, still does, and in combination with those original humbuckers on this guitar, which were noisy, they made lots of noise. It was just a mess. I had no control on the guitar, so I decided to replace them with EMG noiseless pickups. I got a better noiseless sound which was well balanced, well EQ'd, and totally very smooth. So when I'm going to recording in my home studio, I just need to plug this guitar to my FX, my pedals, and then to my PC, record with the digital audio workstation, and there are few things I need to do after that to make it sound like a pro. The only thing is that these pickups, these humbuckers, make a very thick and with male character sound. And if I prefer this sound, this voice, it's my choice in my home studio. I prefer that one. The only thing is worth mentioning in this video about this Gibson Les Paul is the neck profile. As you can see, they call it rounded, just rounded in their website, and it's almost 2 centimeters shorter neck comparing to Fender Stratocaster, and it has more curve, or maybe I can say radius. It's 12-inch radius on this guitar, which make it more flat, and comparing to original Gibson, it's a thinner neck, so it's very suitable, very comfortable to playing a solo with this guitar. Especially I mentioned it a few times in my other videos that I have short fingers for a guitar player, and that helps much. And the only issue you can have with any Gibson guitars, Gibson Les Paul guitars, is that the issue with G string. So if you know, you know. On the other hand, I prefer this Fender Stratocaster guitar for playing in live performance, which I didn't do a lot recently. Obvious reason. The main reason is that it's a very comfortable guitar to play with. Let me show you. On the back of this guitar, we have this belly curve, which helps a lot to play comfortable against when you have the guitar against your stomach. And I don't know if you can see it in the two-dimensional picture, but there is another curve in this top corner. You can lay your arms and play this guitar for hours, comparing to my Gibson Les Paul or other guitar with edges, which is very uncomfortable. I can play a song or two with other guitars live, but not the whole performance for 1 or 2 hours. It's very uncomfortable. Other than that, traditionally, Fender Stratocaster have three single coil pickups. Some people prefer humbuckers in bridge or neck position. I don't do that. I just want it as original as it can be. I didn't change or modify anything on this guitar except something that I explained before, with the issue with the tremolo, and I just put a spring from my pen inside this hole here, and basically it's more diverse. It's five position with pickup selector, so a little bit two more options comparing to Gibson with bridge, neck, or both. And these are also the original pickups, so they are almost noiseless, but they are a little bit, we can say, wild, and with a little bit element of surprise. So that's why I prefer this one. It can surprise me in live performance, but not when I'm recording. And last thing worth mentioning about this guitar is the neck. As you can see, it's a maple neck. I prefer, if I have 100 Fender Stratocaster guitars, I want all of them with maple on the fretboard, which in my opinion produce a brighter sound comparing to warmer or darker sound from rosewood. So again, these two guitars have two different sound. One is well smooth, warmer, thicker, darker, you may say, while the other one produce brighter, wilder, thinner sound. So that's how I prefer them. And as I mentioned, it's almost 2 centimeter longer neck with more curve on the neck. It's a modern C profile. I don't know what's the difference, but anyway, it's more suitable when you're playing chords, but if you use some special skills, for example, I don't bend this guitar on this low E string. It's can get out of hands, but it's not impossible to play solo with this guitar too. It's very popular guitar to playing solo with. So at the end of this video, I'm going to play these two guitars so you can compare the sound of these guitars, and I'm going to tell you about my effects in the next video. Please consider to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.